Hello, my name is Nicole Haywood and the date is May 9th, 2024. My name is Nicole Haywood and I am a Canadian artist and clinical art psychotherapist practicing out of Calgary, Alberta. In my art practice, I create surreal, intuitive, and personal artworks that explore questions I have about my internal experiences of the world. I am curious about the conscious and unconscious forces that drive behavior and the impact of continually shifting emotions, memories, perceptions, and personal narratives on present subjective experience. Art making has always been an important tool for me. I use self-expression to express, explore, and respond to my personal experience in this world. I grew up within complicated and challenging circumstances and deeply understand the direct and intergenerational effects of poverty, teen pregnancy, mental illness, incarceration, addiction, abuse, and trauma. As a troubled child and young person, art making was the only place I felt capable of safely expressing the turmoil taking place inside of me. As a result of my experiences, I have been continually drawn toward finding ways to explore the complex way human minds survive, transform, and transcend suffering. A variety of influences inform my work, but if I were to choose my biggest artistic influences, they would have to be the artists Francis Bacon and Anna Mendieta. Both of these artists created works that moved me deeply for different reasons. Bacon's deeply psychologically chilling and visceral works inspired me to, as he said, paint the scream more than the horror, while Mendieta's earth body artworks inspired me to explore how the presence of alienation and violence can be suggested through a carefully constructed absence. For me, the works of Bacon and Mendieta effectively evoke feelings of unease, psychological anguish, as well as the suggestion of unseen horrors. Right now, I am very focused on the idea of the reshapeling. In my art practice, we are all reshapelings. Human beings are continually changing, transforming, and evolving. Our bodies and minds change with time and experience, as do our psychological states. Our experience of the world and of ourselves can be shifted by unknown internal forces, new experiences, changing moods, beliefs, states of consciousness, and our perceptions. In my experience as a human and as an art psychotherapist, the only constant in our lives seems to be consciousness itself. I'm fascinated by this idea and have been exploring the reshapling concept as a result. The reshaplings are a way for me to intuitively explore my own fluctuations in identity, perception, and personal narrative over time. I begin each piece intuitively without an idea of where I would like it to go. I simply follow my gut and allow the drawing or painting to take me on a journey. When I'm in the flow of this kind of art making, I feel that I am in touch with deeper and unconscious parts of myself and giving them the opportunity to have a voice. The biggest challenge of being an artist has been letting go of the idea that I am not an artist unless I am famous or always selling my artwork. I've realized after having distance from art school that being an artist is a deeply personal and spiritual practice for me. It allows me to feel closer to the mysterious and unseen world inside myself. I love sharing my art with others, but at the end of the day, art making is something I do for myself, and the role it plays in my well-being is absolutely worth it and vital. If I could give advice to my younger self, it would be to keep getting up, to keep holding on, to keep trying, and to trust the process. My younger self would never believe that she would make it to where I am now, and if I could, I would let her know that it does and it will get better. I love working with mixed media. It is always fun to see how watercolor markers mix with gouache and watercolor ink, or how tempera paint sticks can be layered and etched to reveal images beneath or to create interesting textures. I also love using different techniques to create images out of the negative space. This process feels like revealing a secret message from the unknown and is something I've been experimenting a lot with lately. My hope when I share my artwork is that the viewer feels moved in some way, and like something mysterious and deep inside themselves has also been articulated. I hope that by sharing my story and my transformations, the viewer feels less alone